I don't know why the Mozambicans always remind me of the Angolas. But let's go to football. Let's come home. You said
because
earlier,
they're good.
You said earlier the draws today. Best 4 female football teams in the line will be in the Super 4. The draws will be held today so that when the draws are made, we can crown, after the matches, crown the best female team in Nigeria. But first, let me just start by saying, what do you expect today? You know that you are going to play everybody that is in the top 4.
Of course.
So there's really, it doesn't matter. It's a matter of, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. At least to emerge as winner, you have to pass through all the top teams.
Of course, that's the way it is. Rivers Angels, of course, they know what they have to do to get it right. Bayelsa Queens, Delta Queens, Nasarawa Amazons, Rivers Angels and Bayelsa Queens, it was a top fight, for them. Then Delta Queens and Nasarawa Amazons, it was the final day of the season that you were able to get qualified from the Group B. So it was really, really tough. As you said, they know they're going to play against each other. No seeded teams, of course. I mean, it's going to be in pot 1. Just pick all the boards and, okay, Rivers Angels playing Bayelsa. Okay, I'm not saying that, but it could just be then Delta Queens and Nasarawa Amazons playing against each other. And then you see who's going to get to the final. But we know the Super 4 is going to be in Lagos. So by today, we should know, later today, we should know who is facing each other first. And the dates also, we don't know the dates yet, but we're still waiting, So after the press conference today where the draws will be done, we should be able to know the dates where they're going to play and how it's going to go. The format it's going to be. But we all know that, obviously, it's going to be in Lagos. But another thing, you look at the women's game, what it's achieved this year is the fact that the fans were able to come down to the stadium, the fact that you've got some very big scoreline, the fact that they have away wins, which was really very common, and also you're having teams. I remember Rivers Angels came down to Lagos to beat FC Robo 3-1. And then the last game FC Robo played against Heartland, okay, that was when they unleashed all the goals. They haven't been able to score 5 goals to nothing, with Rashida Tajibade, getting hat-trick there. And also you have a Monday Gift, who has been awesome all through the season, getting a brace against Heartland. And Heartland, of course, one of the teams that were relegated. So
Cecilia, the high point for me is the involvement of the media this time out. That's the high point for me. The media has been able to bring the games to TV. The media has been able to let us see. And when you see these matches, you tend to appreciate the ladies more. Because, of course, they're playing, some will say, with some sort of a disadvantage because they don't get the attention the guys get. They don't get the money that the guys get. And the media, on TV, on radio, on social media, as well, the buzz has, really been good. Now you have female teams that just an average football lover on the street knows the name of the players, knows, oh, this one represents the senior national team, this one is the star player of this age grade team, and all that. And for me, all of those things are very, very key. We have not got to that point where we'll begin to say they're on the same level with the guys, but this is remarkable improvement from what we've seen in the past. And I guess as well, kudos should go to the organizers and the women on the league board as well for doing a good job. If you make promises and you keep them, they told us everything was going to be smooth, itch free, and I mean, it's been true to form, and I'm very happy seeing all of this.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about the crowd earlier that comes to the stadium most times in order to watch the games. It shows how well the league have actually, developed over the years. And the fact that, the walkovers, I remember you and the league of walkovers and all that. But then this year, I didn't get to hear that. That song wasn't really there at all. And some of the spectacular goals that were also, scored, during
and we also got
season
some on camera. That's also very good. We're able to see some. When you read in the newspaper, they describe football goals. You look at the adjectives, they're like women's football. But when you get to see it,
you will understand. Yes.
I remember the one you pointed out when the Super Eagles lost a game, and you were showing me you counted 6 passes and a wonderful goal. I think it was an FC Robo game. You showed me, and that's very good. And it also tells us something about the fans. We must praise the fans. They appreciate quality. Yeah. So all these complaints about the European leagues, not allowing the game to grow, I don't think it's true, because if you organize the leagues, the men's league, the women's league, you organize it well, the fans appreciate quality. And I can tell you for what, not as a journalist, as a football fan, I'm going across the street, I see boys playing football, I'll stand and wait. And if they can get my attention, I'll remain rooted on that spot, watching the game. So, you know, the average fan on the streets in Nigeria, we appreciate quality when we see it. So if you give the fans quality, they'll come to the stadium. And now you see situations where people, you know, with their phones, monitoring what is happening in Europe and sitting down at the stadiums to watch the Nigerian Premier League, the Women's League. I think that's good. We can build on that going forward.
Yeah, definitely we can really build on that, because from what the girls have done over the years, and we also know that when we're looking at the national team, talking about picking on the 20, you know, the World Cup, on the 17 and all that, that's where we normally go to. And the fact that they've had another one, Waffle League, which, you know, also helped to groom young players. And that brings us to the point that the qualifiers for the Women's World Cup is starting very soon, right? It's going to be September, and the Falcon don't even have a coach. Okay, maybe Nigerian Football Federation are working on that to ensure that they get, you know, a coach for some of the girls who
maybe foreign or local, whatever it is.
No, it could just be anyone. And some of the goals we were talking about, just see how you know, spectacular,
well-taken goals.
That is, you know. But then just take a look at the leagues and see how well it's gone. Back to what I was saying, another goal, ultimate. Spectacular game this was. Okay, this was game 2, Rivers Angels and the FC Roboya, the 3-1 game that was end-to-end. It was 5 goals that were even scored, but 2 were a lot offside and all. But then it was a good game, and everyone who came were just
enjoying themselves.
Just enjoyed themselves.
I think the only thing left to add to what you've said is that we should not wait for qualifiers. Should not be the reason why we are putting our house in order. We should put our house in order before all of this, you know, so that when a coach comes, you don't already give him an excuse. There is no excuse in the bag. You set your house in order, and you unveil your plans, what you want to do. And look, Nigeria is bigger than just being a competition, a country that wants to get involved in competitions. We should also be developing.
I think that's what we are. That's what we are, because the fact that you have the talent all around you, that's the thing. You have the talent all around you. They're there, and because you have them, you feel okay. They're here, so anytime I can just go there, pick them, go for competition. We get to anywhere we want, and of course, you just compete and get anything from it. We'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll talk other sports.
Let's go!